You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days fans. It is Melinda from Soap Dirt, and we are one day away from the kickoff of February sweeps. Even though Days is not on network TV anymore, I think they are still in the mindset of offering us sweeps because they keep delivering February sweeps, May sweeps, all that good stuff. I don't know how advertising dollars work on a streaming platform. I do know that the purpose of sweeps over on regular soaps is to amp up viewership, to show the sponsors what you can do, and then it determines your ad rates that they pay all year long. So I know that, NBC Peacock does have commercials. I don't watch them. I pay a couple extra bucks a month, so I don't have to. I hope you do that as well. But if you don't want to pay for Peacock, you don't have to. Most cable and satellite packages come with it free, and you can log in with those credentials, just by the way. Or you can just listen to me here if you don't want to pay the $4.99 a month, and I'll be happy to keep you tuned in. All right, so we've got sweeps. It starts tomorrow, and I've got 5 predictions for you. Let's dig in, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe. All right, my first prediction, Alex Kiriakis proposes to Theresa Donovan, and I feel like we're going to have a wedding day treachery reveal. So in sweeps, there's a spoiler that says there's one wedding, but then another couple is hoping to get married as well. And we know Xander and Sarah are getting closer, but they are not even close to thinking about going to the altar. So I feel like it's Alex and Teresa. This week, I believe it is, that Theresa Donovan finds an engagement ring in Alex's stuff, and she figures out he wants to marry her. And that's what she wanted. She's a gold digger. She wanted to marry him. And she thought because she started sleeping with him and low-key dating him before he found out he's Victor Kiriakis's long-lost son, she thought he wouldn't think she is gold digging. And he has fallen for her. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's fun. She can sing. But she's bad. She is trouble with a capital T. I think he'll propose. I think she'll feel really guilty, but she'll probably still say yes. And in true Days of Our Lives style, I feel like the ugly truth will come out on her wedding day, that she lied, that she changed the will, that she ripped Alex away from his dad, Justin Kiriakis, just so she could screw over Xander Cook. So prediction, engagement, wedding day, explosion. My second prediction for sweeps is I think Johnny is having some cold feet. He's got some fears, and it's all because of Chad DiMera, and that could ruin his Chanel wedding and reunion. So this week, spoilers say Johnny asked Chad to be his best man, and Chad kind of goes nuts. And he's like, if you care about her, you should not be anywhere near her. I think Chad is really feeling like Abby's death is his fault. I mean, he's almost grieving over it again. And certainly there have been many women in the lives of DiMera men who have paid for being involved with the DiMera, but Chad is definitely still feeling the hurt with Abby. So we'll see, but he definitely gives Johnny a good scare. And I think we're going to see Johnny having cold feet and wedding day jitters. And, I think the wedding is maybe a 50-50. I don't think anybody external is going to come in and, spill truth or anything like has happened at other weddings, because I don't think there's any secrets to be spilled. I just think it might be his legitimate concern for Chanel's welfare that may have him stopping this wedding. My third prediction, I think Patch might just temporarily lose his best friend John Black over these pawn secrets. So Constantine knows something about Steve's involvement with the pawn in Greece. They're doing a retcon because a lot of this stuff didn't happen this way, but clearly they're just inserting more history. John was, of course, this mind-controlled assassin agent of chaos dude called the Pawn that had originally been the property of Stefano DiMera, and then Victor Kiriakis won him like in a card game or something. And at one point, I think Patch was maybe in charge of him. At any rate, there's a bunch of stuff that Patch knows about John's time as the pawn that John himself doesn't know. But unfortunately, I think Constantine knows some of that. And I think he is going to tell John some of the things that his best friend has been keeping from him. We've already seen John kind of volatile and kind of angry lately. And I do think he may explode at Patch. That may be the end of Black Patch, at least for a moment. I think long term that they will reconcile as best friends, but they definitely have a rough patch ahead in sweeps. All right. My fourth sweeps prediction, Sloan is going to freak out Melinda with her give back the baby talk. She wants to give this baby back to Nicole. It's not that she doesn't love the kid. It's that she is falling apart. Leo basically made it clear to Sloan he is going to keep harassing her personally and financially until she gives that baby back. He's not going to do it for her. He's not going to rat her out. He is going to make her squirm and make her miserable until she does the right thing. That's kind of interesting. It's a little self-serving on Leo's part, but I think Sloan can find a way to give the baby back. So I did a standalone video on it, and I will try to remember to put it at the end of this video of how I think Sloan could give the baby back to Nicole without winding up in jail, without Melinda winding up in jail in such a way that she could get away with it. I sat and I thought about this for so long and so hard, and I came up with a way that it could work. We'll see if that's the way that Days ends up, but I will drop that video for you. So Sloan's telling Melinda she's got to give the baby back. She can't deal with the blackmail. She can't deal with the pressure. Melinda, of course, will be terrified that not only will she lose her law license, but they will end up as cellmates at Statesville. But I think Sloan's going to find a way around this. All right, my fifth and final November sweeps predictions. Harris Michaels is shot and he reunites with Ava. So this week is going to be kind of rough. You know, Harris has fallen for Ava. He really cares about her. This week, it looks like she might actually sleep with Stefan. She and Stefan are both sexually frustrated. I think he's drunk, and then they get in an argument on the phone, and then he stops by her place, and then clothes are coming off. And then there's spoilers for next week saying that Ava and Stefan are feeling very guilty. Guilt to me sounds like, okay, we've slept together, and them sleeping together would be a very sweeps thing to do. But I do know that Harris is going to wind up shot. I think it's going to happen in February sweeps. It was in the Day of Days promo, so we haven't seen it yet, but I feel like it's coming very soon. And I think he may take a bullet protecting Ava, and I think that is going to pave the road to their reunion. I mean, she does love him. She does want to be with him. It's just the threats that Clyde Weston is making against her son that is preventing them from getting together. But I think obstacles are going to get out of their way so that they can be together by the end of February sweeps. And hopefully he won't have a very serious bullet wound. We'll see how it goes. Hey, drop your comments on what you're excited to see happening in February sweeps. I can't wait to read your comments. I love them. Definitely come back soon. I'm here talking days, 7 days a week. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.